moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. To throw is Jackson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive. First carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And some room to work. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Williams, 31 yards. And the Lions are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 81 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams made touchdowns in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
7-7, our score after 1. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Goff a handoff here to Swift. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Goff now looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift from 21 yards away. And the Lions have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll take this forward to the 27.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. 123 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against him a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And a good-looking run there as he'll take us inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Tucker now to add the point after. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Odafe Oweh there on the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing on third, gone. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. This sack there by Roquan Smith. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here we go on 4th. Goff. And connecting here with DJ Chark. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Goff on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jameson Williams, 67 yards. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack. To try again after the sack. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Jackson on first down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead holds at 8. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. We welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now Goff on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
Yeah, the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. First down, and they go with Swift again. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Value three, value three.
Once again, it's Swift. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
This was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for a possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here we go with Williams. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So an interesting decision at this stage of the game to go for it. You think maybe that missed field goal earlier had anything to do with it?
If it did, I'm really surprised because usually one miss is not enough to alter your game plan. My only thought is maybe he got hurt, or maybe they just understand that it's not his day for some other reason we don't know right now. But in general situations, you run him back out there and let him have another chance.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And some room to run now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Boy, 192 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Here's a give to Dobbins. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a handoff for Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have cut the lead back down to 2. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And some rolling it over. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 62 yards. And the Ravens have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Tucker with the extra point. They will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is and oftentimes is successful. But in this case, you've got to be so...
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter, because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, They were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Gall. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 94 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Hey, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just call the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They'll give to Williams running right. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, gone. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game, they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So coming up 1st and 10 now from the 43. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the line and work it out there, but that'll be 3rd down. The lights and calls on this offense, they gave the nation treasure show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, For the bank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking nothing from my who ain't heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching that, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Working big and it don't hurt the break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he missed the know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run up like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it on my
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens. Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On third down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Always worried about the platform. The snap, no problems there. And it's now a 7-8 game. Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On the counter, here's Williams. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 43 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Swift, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And a ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's gone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Touchdown. Mark Andrews, 76 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Goff.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Play action. It's Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's about 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Goff now looking to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
3rd and long. It's Goff. Wide open receiver complete.
Down inside the 10.
Touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Lions are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth 1st half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Now Jackson on 2nd down.
Throwing quickly for Mark Andrews.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Jackson on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Jackson from the shotgun.
And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
They'll get it inside the 20.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he'll take this one down near the 15.
The tackle there by Malcolm Rodriguez.
No, we changed it.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll drop to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Jackson now. The ball comes out, and this will go out of bounds, and they're still short of the line to gain, so this is going to be a turnover on downs here. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Are we cool to do it here in football, pardon?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout
And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They start the second half here with Williams. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Goff a handoff here to Swift.
And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
43 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down, Goff. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. They go back to the ground with Williams. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled it with the inside run.
Swift again. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here's Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had it completed into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
They find some open field here. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Now Jackson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Throwing on third, Goff. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Again, Goff. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. To throw is Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. A nice little juke. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Back to throw, Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff.
And the Lions will add to their fourth quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw is Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. Now he's loose at the 40. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play. He's got a man complete. A big play there for Detroit. 67 yards.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one of my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tuck roll, didn't you? Yeah, I think that's one people remember. I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Lions tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot up. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise the bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they pour on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic, I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up.